I think that we have seen a set of hearings in which America has been listening to. Certainly, the Hispanic community has been listening and riveted to the hearings of Judge Sotomayor's nomination and confirmation process. It has been a hearing where there have been lengthy rounds of questions. The probative approach of the committee has been fully in effect, but what we have seen is an extraordinary jurist in action. We have seen her responses witness the depth, the integrity, and clarity of her thoughtful observations. We have seen a skilled, dynamic jurist carefully, thoroughly, calmly engage each member of the committee, showing each senator a deference in tone and tenor that speaks directly to her temperament and what she will bring to the debates in the United States Senate. Judge Sotomayor's credentials are impeccable, and that is what we saw throughout these hearings. Now, at some point, it seems to me, as an observer, both physically in the hearings and then watching it in my office in between other committee meetings that I had, that it got to a point where you can only ask the same wise Latina question so many times, and you begin to wonder whether you are looking for an answer or you're badgering the witness. The question is, for those who want to try to paint Judge Sotomayor in a certain way, I think it is and will be a very risky proposition for them as they move to the floor.
I had the enormous privilege of being able to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday in support of the confirmation of Judge Sotomayor. Obviously, the Hispanic National Bar Association was founded in 1972 to advocate for the interest and the incorporation of Hispanic lawyers into the fabric of our country, in part because we believe that the full participation of Hispanics in every other minority community is extremely important to ensuring the continuing legitimacy of our court system. Courts are entirely dependent on public trust and on the reliance of the public on their judgments. Courts have no armies. So the way that the system works is to ensure that there's faith among the general population in the court system. And we think that a diverse judiciary, including a diverse Supreme Court, is an extremely important aspect of ensuring the continuing legitimacy and functioning of our system.
As part of assisting the Bar Association in its due diligence on the judge, myself and several other Latino law professors went through the task of reviewing Judge Sotomayor's opinions, some of her writings, and providing that information to the Bar Association. Our conclusion was, as is true of so many organizations who have gone through this review, that the judge is a moderate judge. There is no partiality that one would find in her opinions. She is impartial, makes her decisions based on the law as applied to the facts and nothing else. And we're very pleased and proud in this historic nomination to have been part of this objective, neutral review process. What we know based on her 17 years is that this is a judge, whatever label you want to put on her, I used moderate, is a judge who decides cases based on the law, based on the rule of law, applying the rule of law to the facts before her.